Hello, I'm Andrew, and I'll be your guide in this fourth presentation which looks at the wider surrounding region. From Régis, it's an easy drive to the coast and to the well-known holiday destinations of Nice, Cannes, Fréjus, Saint-Raphaël and Saint-Tropez. Saint-Maxime is 1.5 hours drive away, and here you can catch the boat across the bay to Saint-Tropez. Saint-Tropez is busy in summer, especially along its harbour front. But you can still find quieter spaces away from the front, and particularly up at the fortress, which affords fine views over the bay and over the town itself. 125 kilometres away from Régis, Nice is the fifth largest city in France. The 7-kilometre-long Promenade des Anglais extends out towards the airport. Near the port, the Colline du Château affords fine views over the Mediterranean and over the old town as well. It's the birthplace of Italian General Garibaldi, who was born here in 1807, 2 years after Nice was annexed by France. Its Italian ancestry can still be seen in its architectural inheritance. Also in the Musée Matisse, which is devoted to the French artist's work. The university city of Aix-en-Provence is only about an hour and 20 minutes away from Régis, about 80-85 kilometres. Its cathedral cloisters and tree-lined boulevards make it well worth a visit. A couple of hours northeast of Régis, via the upper Verdon Gorges in the town of Castellane, lies the stunning town of Entrevaux. It lies on the former border between France and Savoy and was fortified in 1690 by the military engineer Vauban. The entrance is via a fortified drawbridge, and the citadel is situated 150 metres above the town, and you reach it by walking up a zigzag path. From the citadel, you get a really fine view of the town's situation, and a bird's eye view of the old town, and also of the valley which leads down towards the coast at Nice. About an hour and a quarter, 65 kilometres, to the east of Régis lies the hill village of Bargène. This is the highest village in the Var, at over 1,090 metres. It has a fine 14th century castle, which is now in ruins. Travelling westwards from Régis, we come to the Durance Valley. And beyond that, we reach the region of the Luberon. The landscapes in the Luberon are very varied and invariably attractive. The hill villages are also a joy to visit. Under the watchful gaze of Mont Ventoux, and less than 2 hours from Régis, sits Roussillon, another of the plus beaux villages de France. The village is situated on one of the world's largest ochre deposits, reflected in the ochre facades of its buildings. Be sure to visit the old ochre quarries, a natural pigment which has been used since prehistoric times. The ochre, lying in beds 15 metres thick in places, and the village itself create an enchanting and photogenic visual feast. Another 10 kilometres brings you to the hilltop village of Gorges, with the castle tracing its origins back to 1031 AD, largely rebuilt in the early 16th century, and its medieval lanes tumbling down the hillside. And just a few kilometres further brings you to Saint-Croix. Although Cistercian monks still live there, producing honey, lavender essence and liqueurs, it can still be visited. Thank you for joining me on this excursion into the wider region around Régus. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope I've shown that our house is an excellent base for exploring it. Goodbye.